Okay everyone, we're back at it again with the Wheel of Names. I only got 8 left on the list. So let's see what I get for this spin. Ooh. Oh. Finally, another station wagon. Alrighty then. We're going to be reviewing the Willard Solair. Awesome. 2000 Willard Solair. It's finally here. You settled in, bought a nice house, but didn't want to go for that lowly old minivan or perennial. Oh no, you're better than that. So, what did you do? You bought a station wagon, of course. Alright, I'm going to try to do a parody of Kryptonite by 3 Doors Down. Alright. It's gonna probably be cringe, but let's go ahead and do it. If I have children, then is this still a mom's car? If it is rear-wheel drive, will you be there saying it's bizarre? I still drive this car 'cause it's kind of rare. Willard Solair, yeah. And I don't remember the guitar part. It's like I haven't listened to that song in like literally 10 years. So 2000 Willard Solair, the official car of, yeah, they'll try to upsell me, just change my oil. This car, it's definitely strange by its design. Its weird bubbly back window, and a front end ripped right off a Ford Scorpio. This car is definitely something to behold. The Solair was only featured in one game previously, which was GTA San Andreas. The car back then resembled a second generation Ford Taurus. The modern equivalent of the Solair most resembles a 4th generation Mercury Sable wagon. The 4th generation Mercury Sable is probably the most recognizable generation, with tons still on the road today. It was manufactured from 1999 until 2005, and was offered in both a 4-door sedan and 5-door wagon. The Sable was offered with 2 engine choices. For the GS trim, the Sable was offered with the tried and true 3.0-liter sequential fuel-injected Vulcan V6. Yes, the same engine featured in the Taurus, Probe, Topaz, and yes, the Ford Ranger. Unlike the Vulcan that was in my Ranger, which only put out around 140 horsepower, the GS trim got a 15 horsepower bump to 155 horsepower and 185 pound-feet of torque. If you opted for the top LS trim, you got a 3.0-liter double overhead cam Duratec 30 V6 producing a whopping 200 horsepower and 195 pound-feet of torque. Both these engines were coupled to a 4-speed automatic transmission. To be honest, the 4th generation didn't really change much design-wise from the 3rd gen from the 90s. I'd like to think of the 4th gen as more of a minor facelift, as the rest of the car remained relatively the same. Under the hood, the Solair is a much different story. According to the model in game, we have a longitudinally mounted single overhead cam V8. However, the EP2000R badges on the side of the vehicle may indicate that the car is equipped with a 2000cc or 2.0-liter engine. While 2-liter V6s do exist, they aren't very common much these days. That leads me to believe the Solair is actually equipped with a 2-liter double cam inline 4. The engine itself is also coupled to a 5-speed transmission. Handling is decent for the Solair. However, there is a lot of body roll, making it somewhat difficult to maintain control in high-speed corners. Since it is also rear-wheel drive, it is possible to pull off some power slides. However, the engine doesn't have enough torque to remain in motion, so you end up sliding and then coming to a near complete halt while the engine tries to move the car again. Acceleration is also pretty mediocre as well, but as I said, it makes up for it with relatively decent handling. So, there you have it, 2000 Willard Solair. While it is a nice looking station wagon, I'm gonna have to choose the Ingot over this one. The GTA 4 rendition of the Ingot feels much faster, handles better, and has the special VD90R variation driven by the Russian mob. Overall, I give it a 6 out of 10. Well, there you have it, everybody. The Willard Solair. I don't know why in the beginning I thought of it by Vapid. Probably because it was based on a Ford Taurus. This car does feel a bit weird, and what I've noticed in my footage is whenever I'm accelerating, the rear end just kind of sags whenever you accelerate. Like, there's enough G-force when accelerating that this rear end just sags. It looks really, really weird. But yeah, I've always taken a chance to drive this car whenever it would spawn in the game. It's kind of one of those rare cars that don't really spawn much in the game. I was lucky enough to find one and save it in my game save before it disappeared again, unlike the that other one, I can't remember what it's called, the Nissan Maxima looking car, I think. But yeah, it's pretty good, you know. I do like how spot on the rear window is to the real life Ford Taurus / Mercury Sable, so I gotta give him credit where credit is due there. But it's funny though, when you look at it from the right angle, it kind of looks a bit like my station wagon too, my Accord. But yeah, definitely an interesting little car. But like I said, I prefer the Ingot or even the Stratum over this car. It's okay. It's alright. Well, anyway, guys, thanks for watching another episode of RC Argent and Liberty City. I'm probably going to make another My Summer Car video today because today's I have Wednesdays off, so I'll probably make My Summer Car video today, and maybe sometime this week make another video of Enthusia. I did some more stuff off camera, and I ended up banking back to 800 in the ranking, so I had to work my way back up again. I was in like R1 off camera actually, like RS, which is like the last ranking you can do, and I decided to do some lower tier races to get some lower tier cars. So I had, I wanted to get the Honda Odyssey, and I ended up ranking like back to 800 again. So I gotta work my way back up again. But I got some cool cars though. I got the Fiat 500 race car, which is harder. It's really hard to maintain control of that car, even with traction control. I'll talk about it later, probably in my My Summer Car video. So until next time, have a good one, guys, and have a great weekend. See you next time.